Burger, please!
La la la, it's not really happening. La la la, it's not really happening.
So that vegan teacher just did a perfect performance of everyone whenever they click on that vegan teacher video by accident. You close your eyes and ears just to pretend this insane vegan isn't really talking. Just closing your internet browser just isn't enough anymore. This woman will come after everyone who doesn't like her exact opinion. You can even be vegan and this woman can still just hate your guts because of one slight disagreement. She's full of hate towards everyone, and somehow she now thinks that everyone doesn't really hate her, that we all just lie and pretend we do. As she uploaded a new video to her YouTube channel called "You Say You Hate Me, but I Don't Believe You." So I guess we are in for a wild ride of misinformation, craziness and just pure absurd statements by that vegan teacher. And before we're going on that ride, I just want to quickly ask every single one of you watching this video to like and subscribe, as it helps me out a lot with my small channel. And now without further ado, let's just go on this wild ride into that vegan teacher's malfunctioning brain.
If you were dying and you needed a pig's heart, would you get it?
Well, that is one way to start off a video, but I can come up with an answer to this question very quickly. If otherwise I would die and the pig's heart could help me, then yes, of course I would let them do that. I will get it without hesitation, without thinking twice, as I prefer to live. Living is quite fun really, but well, let's just see the reason why that vegan teacher hates me now, why I'm a horrible human for saying yes to this.
Would you be okay with some doctor who had bred pigs into existence, little baby pigs, who kept them in a lab their whole lives attached to machines, and then when it was time for them to die, they pointed at them and said, "Murder this one, cut this one open, rip out this one's heart and put it into Joe or Susan or Fred or George or whatever your name is." Would you be okay with that?
This is the same exact question as before, and I will give the same exact answer to this question as before. Yes, I would. How am I going to eat some delicious burgers, some delicious steaks when I'm dead, right? Impossible. So of course I would get that heart. But one question, if I would have a pig's heart, right, would eating a sausage be cannibalism,
Of course, right? And well, what do you care? You don't give a shit about animals. You eat them all the time. You'd be totally fine with walking around with the heart of an innocent animal who never wanted to die and who never did a single thing wrong to you ever. You'd be perfectly fine with that, wouldn't you? And you'd also be perfectly fine with, as soon as you got out of the hospital, to walk straight to McDonald's and keep on murdering more of them.
I feel like that vegan teacher and I are finally getting in line. She finally understands how the food chain currently seems to work. People eat meat, and that's indeed how it works. We like it, we love it, and we dream about it. Because no vegan food at the moment tops a delicious steak or some barbecue ribs. I'm just telling you guys.
What the Nazis did to the Jews is no different than what we do now. In fact, it is not even close to being as bad.
Bruh.
Well, great, there we go again. Not only did that vegan teacher compare eating meat to one of the most horrible events in history, she now called it way worse. Somehow eating a burger is way worse than gassing people. Yeah, that definitely makes sense, right? So come on, that vegan teacher, even you surely can't believe this. I always thought that this woman was really crazy, but somehow she even tops her stupidity once again. She just keeps on getting more insane every damn video.
Nobody was breeding the Jews into existence.
At this point, I'm just scared YouTube is going to ban me for what that vegan teacher is saying in these videos. When I say too many swear words, I already get fucked by the system on YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to keep it safe and skip this part of the video because I don't know what she's going to say next. Because now that vegan teacher is just being completely unhinged.
You contribute to it by not stopping it, by not even trying to stop it, by not attempting to talk about it, by putting your hands on your ears and closing your eyes and saying, "La la la, it's not really happening. La la la, it's not really happening."
That vegan teacher is trying to say that everyone lives in a fantasy world, and while I agree that everyone lives in their own little bubble with yes sayers to their opinion, I find it very hypocritical that this is coming from that vegan teacher. The one and only that vegan teacher that only likes to talk to vegans because she doesn't want to hear any other opinions. We all know that she lives in her own little bubble as well, with these insane ideas that the people around her probably agree with because they're also vegan extremists.
Like you're some kind of 4-year-old playing with unicorns? Thinks that Santa actually exists? You think that the earth is flat? You think that religion will solve the world's problems?
Why is it always when that vegan teacher tries to make comparisons, is it that they're always this freaking stupid? She literally compared the opinion that eating meat is good to people thinking the earth is flat, while the one is opinion based and the other one is just false based on facts. That vegan teacher, stop trying to make these comparisons because it seems you're too dumb to do that. These comparisons are completely missing the point.
So I'm never gonna stop talking about it. I won't. I won't because I see that it makes a difference. I see it every day in minute, tiny examples.
That vegan teacher really feels like she's changing the world for the better. However, nobody likes her, people stay away from veganism because of her insanity. And well, she just doesn't really have any influence in the world one bit. She's just an old woman making dumb videos on YouTube.com. Just like I'm also making dumb videos on YouTube, which don't have a positive or negative effect to society one bit. We're all just completely doing nothing for society at this point.
Every single one of you who spams meat emojis and who tells me to fuck off, who tells me I'm ugly, every one of you is learning. Every one of you is getting a click.
People spamming meat emojis, are they really learning to become vegan, that vegan teacher? Does that make sense to you? No, of course not. These people don't listen to that vegan teacher talking. They just write these emojis and think, haha, got her, and then they move on with their life, probably eating a hamburger 5 minutes later.
Every one of you goes to bed at night and thinks, I told her off. I told that vegan teacher to fuck off. I'm so glad, I'll be so glad the day she dies. But none of you mean it. I don't take any of it personally. You just hate the fact that I'm showing you who you are. But you're just me. You're just me. And this will be you in the future.
So do I really hate that vegan teacher? No, not really. I just like clowning on her, because I think she goes on about veganism in completely the wrong ways. But in the end, she gives me content, she gives me views and she gives me money. I don't hate her personally, I just don't like the way she acts and behaves online. I disagree with a lot of other people online as well. Doesn't mean I hate them all. But one thing is for sure, that definitely doesn't mean I like that vegan teacher. Like, she probably tells herself at night that everyone really likes her in the end, but believe me, that is definitely not the case. She has way more haters than followers, and that will never change if she continues this way. So if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Blobfish out.